striving for self-sufficiency, preparing for the worst, or worried about the cost of living. Food security is important. Today I will be sharing the mistakes we made in relation to food security, so hopefully you don't make them too. I'm Kirsty, my husband's Dean. Welcome to Hartsumble Homestead. I decided to do this video because we are preparing our pantry ready for only shopping 4 times a year. That's starting at the end of August. I will link the video above if you haven't seen that. And while sorting the pantry and things out, I did notice a few mistakes we have made, so I just wanted to share them. The first one, not in order of importance, just the order I wrote them down, is not rotating or dating stock. So that's a sort of 2-in-1. We all know the rule, first in, first out. Write the date on the top of your cans and tins so you can see at a glance if they need using, what needs using first. And the things at the front need using first, you pop the new things at the back so you don't get waste. I haven't been doing that. It's completely my fault. I did it with the longer term storage that are in miler bags. But it's one of them cases of when we do the shopping, I put some in the cupboard, but because we don't shop every day or every week, I pop some in the cupboard and then I stash them for a later date. And that's because we've got the tendency in this house to just eat all the quick, easy meals first, or the snacky stuff first, and have none for later in the month. So when we come back with the food shop, I just automatically stash them items with the intention of going back to them at a later date, and I often don't. The next one, buying what stores well, not what we eat. So for this one, the only tinned meats we really eat are tuna, salmon and corned beef. We do eat the occasional other thing as well, but we got them just to have in the cupboard just in case, because they store well, and we just don't eat them. And when we have tried to eat them, we just haven't enjoyed them, and we've ended up donating to a food bank or something, which is great. The food banks need as much help as we can get right now, but if we really needed that food, it would be hard to stomach it. And I know in a desperate situation we wouldn't really have a choice, but we really want to thrive, not just survive, if money's tight or if there's a food shortage or something. So we really want to stock up more on what we do eat and less of the things that we probably never will. The next one is quite a hard one for me to do. So not trying before bulk buying and storing. So an example of this is the kidney beans from Farm Foods. The big bags are only 99p. They are absolutely great value for storing. They're dry, so they store for a long time. But we've went to use them and we've cooked them properly numerous times, where you soak them, boil them, etc. And we really don't like the taste, but we really do like kidney beans in things like chilies and things. And I've bought dried kidney beans from many places before and they've been absolutely fine. I don't know if we just got a bad batch or if they're a different variety to what we were used to or anything, but now we've got about 10 kilograms of red kidney beans that we're really not keen on, because we just bulk buyed, not bought one and tried it. But I know when you go to a shop, a store, supermarket, a market, some deals are just worth getting, and it's something we do. But what I've noticed is the brands have changed enormously. So You could get one brand one time and the next time they've changed the ingredients to save money, or a flavouring's changed and you can no longer eat it, which is what happened to me. And so now what we're going to have to do is maybe leave them fantastic deals on the shelf unless we know for certain that we like that product, because again, they will be getting donated and someone else will benefit from them. But bulk buying in this situation wasn't the best option. This one, buying what others say that we should. So currently, when I open YouTube, because I do follow a lot of preppers, and on the news it's things like cost of living and food shortages, there's lots of 10 foods you must stockpile now, 10 items you can't live without, here are 5 things that will last forever. So I am guilty of buying all of them items, but not necessarily the ones that we should be. So for us, we do eat rice, but not as often as pasta. So we do have plenty of rice in storage, but not enough pasta. We're not prioritising the things we eat again. We've just got, because these are the 10 things that last, we've got, say, a few kilograms of each of the things that do last, rather than, well, we actually eat more pasta than rice. We should really have more pasta and less rice. Another big one that I don't see as often on the 10 things is the wheat grain. We love bread here, any sort of bread products. And wheat grain was not something I had. So flour doesn't store for long. And we've only recently added wheat grain when I found out about the benefits and all the additional things that are getting added to flour. And I really don't get why I didn't store it first. So to us it would be wheat grain, then pasta, then other things. So I am focusing on more of what the dry goods that we do eat, rather than what people tell us we should store for a rainy day, for doomsday and things like that, because I really don't need 100 kilograms of rice when we eat it twice a month.
Hey everybody, me again, back for the likes, comments, subscribes. They really do help the channel, so please do keep doing that. And before I go, where have I been the rest of the video, Kirsty?
In bed.
Well, there you go. Bye.
This next one I have sort of covered on our growing videos, and that is not growing enough of what we actually eat. So we are really guilty of seeing a seed packet and thinking, oh, that looks nice, and growing that, or seeing something somebody else grows and ordering the seeds and giving that a go too, rather than really zoning in on the foods we eat on a daily basis, the foods we need for a Sunday dinner. So we're really trying to prioritise just growing the basics, and then once we've got the basics in place, we're going to see what room we've got left, because we are on limited space here, and then we can try the more interesting or unusual varieties. This next one is getting stuck in routine, and this covers quite a lot of areas. So whether I'm buying stuff for a rainy day, so buying another bag of pasta, or just doing a general food shop, I've got the tendency, well, me and Dean both, to pick up the cheaper items and not prioritise the more expensive ones. So we'll probably have 20 bags of pasta in, but only 1 bottle of olive oil, and the prices are just going up and up and up. We really need to go back and look at what we actually need. Do we actually need more pasta this month, or do we need to put more of that money onto some coconut oil, some ghee, something that will store that bit long, doesn't store forever, but will store that bit longer, that can spread the cost for us a little bit, so we don't end up needing all the expensive items in 1 month, which happens to us fairly often and we still haven't learned from. So hopefully by doing this it holds us accountable, and it's something we will do in the future. So the last one that I've thought of is not prepping easy meals. It's something I'm really guilty of, and the convenience meals tend to run out in this house quite quickly. But the issue we do have is our bodies react to a lot of the processed food, so ready meals and things we can't really have. So it does make it slightly harder to stock them easy to cook foods. And if you've got ideas, I'd really like to hear them in the comments. So when we do a shop, and when we do the 3 monthly shop, we end up being that tired from putting the shopping away. We end up having something easy. I'm sure many of you do. We used to have a takeaway, but unfortunately our bodies react to the whatever's in takeaways, and we can't have them anymore. So we will just have something really easy, and we run out of them quite quickly. And then later in the month, we don't have them easier foods to go for, and we do end up popping to the shop and getting something easy, which we really don't need to do. We do have food in, it's just not food that we are willing to spend the time in cooking. So it's really something we have to think about, or doing a little shop, or ordering online just a little shop, where we end up overspending. So it could cost £60 to do a little shop if you do the minimum spend to get free delivery, or you pay extortionate delivery prices for the same day. And it's really something that we're really struggling to figure out, because I do know what's easy for us, but the cost of the easiness isn't something we can do for everyday meals. And then the things that are cheap, our bodies can't have. So I think it is going to be a situation of doing more bulk cooking, more canning, if space allows, which will be fine later in the three monthly food shops. But at the start, when we have a lot of meat in the freezer and things, it won't really be an easy thing to do. So I would really, really like your input on that if possible. Thank you for watching, everybody. Sorry it's a lot shorter than usual today. We have got a neighbouring property getting a lot of work done, and they are basically, I think they're taking the house back to the shell. So from about 7 AM on a morning till 7 PM at night, there is some sort of noise. I actually think they're on their lunch break now, which is why I'm able to record this video. The next video should be a pantry one, but like I said, I haven't been able to record that because of the noise from next door. Oh, thank you for bearing with us, and thank you for watching. Bye.